Hello, City of Heroes and City of Villains fans. It's time for part two here. The Sister Valeria Arc. Pretty exciting. I'm just setting up a few things behind the scenes here, fiddling with the channel, making sure I can see the chat. Oh, looks like it's up. All right. Let me just click here so I can see the chat. So what I did is I set up a. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to mute the other computer. My laptop's got it running on another screen. That way I can see if there's a chat or anything going on or what's happening. So that's what's happening right now. Alrighty. Well, let's get started. Let's go through this. Let's do this part two. Okay, nobody's in the chat with me yet, which is fine. So let's see. You might hear some background noise. That's because my mini office is right off of the kitchen, and I'm running the dishwasher. So if you hear any little background buzzing noise, that's the dishwasher in the kitchen going. Let's see. Where were we? Oh, I didn't kicked off it, did I? No, didn't. There's no other mission now. Alright. Ah. The traitor Romulus has been imprisoned, but his followers have joined forces with the Dark Ones to take Cimarua for themselves. The Talons of Vengeance seek to retrieve the Idol of Mott before Marcus Valerius is ready for his journey to cast it into the abyss. Great horrors from the Island of Death find our shores with increased frequency. I am Sister Valeria, follower of Bologna, and I will drag them all back to the gates of Hades with the last of my strength. Definitely not Wonder Woman. Oh gosh. So anything. So chapter 3. I am at a loss for how to proceed, friend. As I study the map, I am more and more convinced that attempting to destroy these crystals is not a problem that can be solved with standard warfare. If these things be connected, then the speed in which we take them out would be insufficient to get them all without raising alarm. Ooh, it's very awkwardly worded. Now, what this requires is a more subtle approach, something with more finesse, less brutality. We're going to infiltrate. I'm up for anything. I did notice though, my overlay is not working, so I'm just now learning how to do a lot of this stuff. Still a little bit awkward to some of it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is. It's working. Okay, I can see the overlay now. A little dark. That's really cute. So I am no artistic genius. That I had Gemini, the ChatGPT clone Gemini, create the overlay there at the bottom. I just told it what I wanted, and I uploaded a picture of the character from in game, and it and a little bit of her backstory, and it created that like neat little overlay down there on the left hand side. It's kind of interesting how technology is going to change things. I think there's no way around it. We're pretty much entering the point where I think one day there won't even be movies anymore. You'll just sit down somewhere and you'll tell the computer like what you want to watch and what characters the movie has in it and what kind of plot you want, and it will just string together a movie for you or a game for you or anything that you want, and it will just create it instantly. Just endless content, infinite content, and I wonder what that means in some ways. Oh, do we have to? Oh, I must have hit something wrong. That's okay. I must have not had the mission selected. I had the contact selected instead. There you go. That's not so bad though. Who's this lady over here? This is another contact. Oh, that'll be interesting. I don't know. These are new contacts for me, so I've got no idea what they're all about. I'm too lazy to teleport, so we're just gonna fly to the next mission there. Looks like still nobody in chat, which is fine. I was surprised for my Electric Sentinel vid that I actually had 3 people in the chat chatting with me. That's new for me. Well, all this is kind of new for me. I've been making videos, City of Heroes videos for a little bit. Nothing high quality. I'm not the best streamer. I don't plan on making a career streaming. I don't plan on making any money streaming. Um, it's not about that for me. These are all hostile, so I don't like fighting. But that's really funny that these hostiles are here in front of the mirror for me. We're just going to go in before they attack me. Alrighty. So we're going to get some clues. I think I'm going to try it. Oh, I'm already disguised. It looks like I don't have to stealth. This is one of those missions where the game gives you. It's kind of an interesting mechanic that they use. But as long as this costume is on, though, and you don't attack anything, you'll be treated as friendly, not as a hostile. So we need to find the clues. Ooh, this guy's interesting looking. What is he? I don't want to accidentally attack him. Make sure I don't have any attacks queued up. Just another one of the cultists. Very interesting. I'm very interested in the lore of this. These warriors of the Ravina Conclave are unassuming but fierce. Few report back to tell the stories of engaging of them in combat, but those that do give wild and unbelievable accounts of their prowess being mixed with magic. Huh, interesting. If you're a Chaosium or Call of Cthulhu fan of any sort, this kind of reminds me. There's a Call of Cthulhu is a TTRPG based on H.P. Lovecraft's writings, but there's a set of it in the T tabletop RPG. There's a I don't know what you call it. There's a setting that is ancient Rome, and this kind of makes me think that whoever wrote this has played that game because it's really close, really close to the not the actual lore, but just kind of the setting, kind of ancient Roman cultist worshiping dark gods. It's very close. What are do here? This is nice and leisurely, pretty relaxing. Find any useful information. I wonder if there was useful information back there that I didn't get. I'm just going back this way because I want to make sure I didn't forget or miss a tunnel or something. I am very good at missing things in games. Anyone that's gamed with me will tell you that if there's a way to go down a wrong road or completely miss a clue or get lost in a tunnel, I'm your guy. Anyone that's watched me game has noticed that too. I'm not the smoothest gamer. I was gaming with some friends, Dark Current, and some other friends, and I had made a comment like I'm terrible at this game, and the guy's like, "Dude, you've got 100 characters, over 100 characters. That would not indicate being bad at the game." I'm like, okay. Ooh, Dark Perfectus. That guy looks creepy and dangerous. I wonder what I'm missing. Any kind of subtle clue finding? I'm bad at. Ooh, what's under here? This is interesting. Nictus, Shadow Crystal. Find any useful information. I don't know. Should I just start beating up stuff? Well, I can't because I don't have any powers. I really should get. I really should get that thing that opens the whole map up for you. That unveils the whole map because I am bad at this kind of stuff. I'm clicking on different things. I don't see any different clues. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I'm not so good at investigating and figuring things out, as anyone who's ever dated me in real life would tell you. I am not the sharpest tool at the shed at picking up on clues. Like, what? So that's probably a little bit of my little touch of autism. But, yeah. Huh. What missing useful information am I not finding? What road have I not gone down? What thing have I left unclicked? I can't fight anything because I don't have any powers, so I can't hit anyone or fight anything. Find any useful information. Huh. Dark crystals are beautiful. Oh, this is interesting. I keep thinking, am I missing a door that goes somewhere? Is there a clue that I'm missing? What's going on? What am I not getting? Whatever it is, it's obviously not a combat objective because my combat abilities are grayed out. I'm just gonna just click people and click things and see if something happens. I'm just gonna click on everything. I'm gonna click on everything and everyone. And look around and make sure it's like a passageway I've not missed. A door I've not missed. Because I'm good at that. This little thing here is little pottery. Is this clickable? No. And this little guy here, nothing. I'm going to click on these guys here. Nope. Nope. Oh, this big guy here. Nope. 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 What am I missing? Oops. Got stuck there. Nope. Well, this is rather perplexing. I might have to cheat and look up on the wiki to find out what it is I'm supposed to be doing. Because I don't know. And I'm not the best at figuring things like this out. A little slow in the uptake. Yeah. Blowing things up and firing at things, sure, all day. Figuring out complex puzzles, no. If there's ever an in-game puzzle, even when I'm playing tabletop RPGs with my friends, I'm like, okay, I'm not the puzzle guy. I've got a friend, she's really good at puzzles. I'm like, you figure out the puzzle because I can't. Yeah, I might probably gonna have to like cheat a little bit and figure out what's going on here because I've got no clue. No clue what I'm supposed to be doing, and this is gonna take forever unless I look it up. So I'm just gonna cheat. Well, we'll say I will use my internet investigative skills to look up Sister Valeria's Arc in the City of Heroes game and see if there's anything on the wiki that tells you what I'm supposed to do. Hmm. 2 clues to uncover. Okay. Characters receive a Cimarron disguise upon entering the mission. The appearance depends on the type. Immunis Engineer for male, Female Centurion for female, or Prefectus Castrum for huge. All powers, abilities, and attacks are disabled until the Fire of Enlightenment dispels disguise during this dialogue, which immediately turns all enemies hostile, removing the disguise. Well, I approached the Fires of Enlightenment and he didn't do anything. Let's try it again. So there's the Fires of Enlightenment. I'm just going to walk on up to his buddy here. We're going to... Oh! Now, okay, I clicked on him before, nothing came up. Oh, and I gotta figure out how to lie here. Hmm. As you approach the Nictus monstrosity, it trembles with anticipation. Good, good. More soldiers to defend against this endpoint. Who sends you to me on this day, noble warrior? Now, I could cheat and figure out what to read that thing more and figure out which one to click. But I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to say I set myself here in devotion to the Nictus. Nobody sent me to seek power on my own terms. I was sent by Romulus. I was a General Geminus. Oh, General Sideris. That's the one we defeated. Let's try that. The Nictus begins to vibrate with some kind of... Oh, dear soldier, it has been many years since I have laughed at someone's ignorance. Do you take me for a fool? General Sidorus has been captured by Sister Valeria. Oh no! His attempts to follow in the elder's footsteps and broker knowledge for power got the better of him, and now he rots in a jail cell instead of strengthening the alliance. News travels quicker than with with these crystals growing into harmony. So who sent you is less important now than who are you? Nictus reaches out a tentacle and attempts to touch you. Dodge being touched by the tentacle. Despite your best effort, the Nictus appendage was too wily. Oh, we gotta fight now. Sorry. Trying not to die. Need to summon some help here. Oh, that was horrible. Mostly because I wasn't expecting what had just happened. And I think I got that Elise boss there and two bosses on me and everything else in the room firing on me. It's kind of like, whoops. I lost my pets too, which makes me sad. But that's okay. Will I be able to soul transfer if there's no bodies near? If it soul transfer from the Nicholas? Let's find out. That stunned the Nictus. Ooh, he's got quite some range. And this map is full of just bosses. I'm going to clear them out in here. So the elite boss died. I'm just going to clear this out back here so I can do some pulling. I just really wasn't ready for that, and I was trying to read while doing it, and it was a mess. I was not ready for what happened. I'm kind of sad though because I lost my pets, and they were a significant source of help in the other encounters, especially if you're going to go against an elite boss by yourself. Now, something I thought about, someone watching my previous video will be like, well, there are elite bosses in the farm, so obviously this character can't farm. Okay, those farms are extremely neutered bosses and elite bosses. They usually do only one type of damage, and that's usually a type of damage that the character that you're taking into the farm is has strong is defense capped against. So the fire farms, the reason a fire farm work is not that the fire farm build is all that great. It's that it's easy with that particular build to cap fire resistance and then just make enemies. That's the only type of damage they do. That's not true in the rest of the game. Elite bosses do more than one type of damage, typically. All of the mobs do more than one type of damage. Let's see if we can pull him back out of the way because I don't want to get ranged attack, and not to mention like ranged attacks and stuff from other creatures on the map. Try to get him to get out of where he's force him out of range and force him into melee. There we go. And so farming environment in AE is not the same as the game environment, where enemies are a bit tougher. They do a variety of types of damages. They don't do just one damage type. Yeah. Oh, I can see that he was almost affected by my one of my mezzes. Of course, I keep pushing him away. Part of me wants to put knockback reduction into that power, and part of me doesn't want to. There we go. So the Nictus is defeated. Now the rest of these little suckers should be fine. I should be these are not that bad. I'm gonna come over to this side here and take care of this guy first. Oh, I'm getting ranged attacked again. Let me pull these guys around the corner here so that they'll both come to me and I can just take them out at the same time as opposed to trying to fight one at range and fight the other one at range. And oh, come on, dudes. Oh, he's gonna run like a little punk. All right. Oh, here they come. I did enough significant aggro to. I am looking forward to that opportunity change because it's going to benefit people like me who foolishly and stupidly forget to use opportunity and who frequently forget to use it. It's just like a flat, unresistible 15% damage debuff, and it's really helpful. Like if I were to farm for this, there are different types of damage type farms. I'd probably pick one, or I'd make my own that was primarily dark negative energy damage because it would just be easier to deal with. I'm curious what the right answer is that would cause you to not have to that would allow you to successfully complete this without having to fight all these mobs. And I knew that that was going to possibly be the possibility that I was going to, let me pull these guys over to a corner. I hate being sniped from range. It annoys me. Not that I can't take it. She can take the dark attacks rather easily, but it's better just to clump everybody all together and get rid of them. And the reason you might see me jump occasionally is that occasionally, like for some stupid reason, I'll hit the spacebar with my wrist while I'm gaming. Don't ask why. And then ooh, he can. Oh, that lovely confusion proc, that powerful confusion proc went off again. That Cupid's arrow confusion proc is just delicious. It's a really nice proc. Oh gosh, do I have to defeat everybody on the map? It says defeat the faithful. I really don't want to. Ugh, 'cause I'm feeling nice and lazy right now. Pull this guy. Oh, he won't come back. Come on, you little coward. Who's shooting me from behind? felt like somebody was. Okay, I'm not going to use the knockback power this time. I'm going to try not to. I really don't want to have to chase him. And Wheel of Domination is just stupidly powerful. I love it. Especially on this build. Just the stacking that goes on with Wheel of Domination and the Scramble Thoughts. There we go. So he killed a lot of fighting elite bosses in this one. So if I were to jump into like a dark farm that I made for myself, you know, with neutered bosses, I could just wreck the whole map, which is what people are doing. But in playing the actual game, things get a little bit harder. Okay, especially this arc is a pretty tough arc. Okay, let's see what Sister Valeria's got to say to us now. I am greatly concerned by these dark ones taking up names. The fires of enlightenment, that creature certainly was not. Whatever it is, or they are ancient and cunning, but still underestimating our tenacity. What truly gives me pause is the one name I hope never to hear again, let alone have to speak it in good company. Valeria spits as she utters the name. Pah! Dorjan, the vile tempter who coaxed Romulus into the caves to seek out power many years ago. He who allowed him to drink from the well of evil and become a man obsessed with deposing Imperius as emperor. He who will not be easy to find. We need to we need to hunt down someone with knowledge. Return to me after you have rested. I will arrange new plans. All right. So the Cimarroans are unaware that the Nictus are actually aliens. They don't know what they are, but they don't. They probably think they're like evil spirits or something, but they're actually aliens. Chapter 4. Runeveil, it is as always a sigh of great relief that accompanies your presence. Please make yourself comfortable. We have much to discuss. Sister Valeria pulls out a bit of parchment out from under her tunic. This note contains the name and location of a stubborn and powerful Cimarroan traitor that we have been trying to capture for months. Of the few phalanxes left uncaptured, he would be the closest at the top of leadership. Our best attempt is to locate Dorjan. I think it's Dorjan. Dorjan sounds good, right? Is likely with him. I need you to capture General Gorgadus alive, and if any crystals grow within, please destroy with impunity. I'll take care of it. Alrighty. So, I'm just going to fly over here. I love Mystic Flight. It's a beautiful power too. It just looks pretty. I color coordinate everything. Obviously, I've got these violet hues, violet, pink, and black, and it kind of works, doesn't it? Looks really pretty. I was thinking about this before I logged in again today. Is like how creative this game is, and how this game lets you do stuff other games just don't let you do. Like the sheer versatility of the costume creator, um, the wide range of abilities and roles you can play, and it's just nice. And you can be just almost anything, any character that you could imagine from fiction, you can almost totally recreate in this game, which is crazy that amount of versatility. All right, so I set things on a little bit of a lower level because I really don't want this to be a slog. Will Domination should always be my ranged opener because it just sorry, Scramble Thoughts. Alrighty. Probably shouldn't be too difficult. Maybe I should check down that. I hate having to come up and back around, So maybe we should check this way first. Oh, down. Yeah, this is probably a big map. I'm gonna regret. Remember what I do, I'm gonna regret it. Yeah, sleep is definitely stacking. Will domination is definitely stacking with my mass hypnosis sleep. Kind of nice. Alrighty, you guys won't be too hard to. Again, I'm not really trying to prove anything this round. I just want to get through it. Yeah, those teleporting healers are evil. But that concept kind of shows up again in Richte Wharf, in Callisto Wharf. They've got some teleporting healers that are part of the new group there. I forget the name of it now. And he's like confused, stunned. He's got three conditions on him. He had confused, stunned, and asleep. Oh, that little nasty little healer. You know what? I'm going to just. There's a lot going on down here, and rather than having to separately do everything all the time, I'm just going to hurt a little bit. That way I can get everybody in a lump together, and then my AoEs and stuff. My AoEs can catch everybody all at once instead of constantly trying to like. And then that way I can make sure I get rid of that healer. Where is he? He can go. There we go. Keep everybody all nice and lumped together. My pets give me a little hand here because I want to finish this up. Plus my Healy pet is actually quite nice. There we go. Sometimes it's better to pull, especially if if your toon can tolerate melee, to pull around the corner and just get them all in one lump instead of chasing them all over the map or worrying about them one at a time. Like that porting healer, had I not gotten rid of it, just would have kept popping in and healing them over and over again. That fight would have lasted forever. And I just love the various conditions that this toon can pull off. Ooh, it got really light in here all of a sudden. I love how I can. There's fear, there's stun, there's sleep. It's kind of nice. Oh, okay. I captured whoever General Judortus is, or sorry, Gorgitas. Let's just move along here. I could toggle on movement power, but I'm lazy and I don't feel like doing it. Here's my so it's kind of like a lazy Sunday for me. Probably after this, I've got I ordered this beautiful new white bookcase. It's a corner bookcase. I've always wanted one of those, but I am not. I've been lazy, not want to put it together. Probably after this is what I'll do. Oh wow, they both turned into Nictuses. That was cool. That was cool to watch. That was really cool. It's like they both. Oh, it's confused. That confused proc in my one AOE is starting out to prove very useful. That it's regularly procking. All right, I love that confused proc. It's more than made up for the cost of that set. That was the one set for this that I bought. Um, I probably should herd a little here to make life easier. Oh, it looks like my pets are gonna take care of that one chick back there. Yeah, they're doing some good damage with her. Of the pets I've had, I feel like these guys are neat little duel. Like she regularly, the other astral spirit regularly buffs. She, and she does a good job of keeping us both alive. There's a surgeon down there. Wonder if it's gonna detect him dying and pop in and try to save him. There we go. Oh, that's good. Pet hopped down there and took good care of that guy, making sure he wasn't gonna cause us a problem. Did I get hit with a spear from behind? No. Just checking. I could be crafting some reds here. It would make life a little bit easier. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm terrible at doing two things at once. Never underestimate the overpoweredness that is Skittles. They are very, very good. I'm just gonna pop two of them right now. Make my life easier. I will be interested to see how this character plays after the Sentinel buffs go live. She's already kind of a powerhouse. She's probably just gonna be ridiculously good after that. Oh, there he is. I feel like I want to pull the general, so I'm going to. Pull his little buddy back this way. Back here is good. Nice corner pull. I'm gonna dog these out because I don't feel like getting hit. So using the knockback power is not too bad because it looks like this guy's got a knockback resistance. Yeah, you should be honored, buddy. All right, we captured him. General Gorgidas looks up at you with steely resolve. You can tell from his posture that he no longer poses a threat to you, but the man looks every bit as dangerous as the moment you locked eyes. You have beaten me in combat. You have earned my respect, and I submit to you in defeat. Now I suppose you have a choice. What is to be my fate? On your feet, soldier. We'll speak as equals. Fate? Haven't decided yet. Any allied around Thomas is an enemy of mine. I'm gonna say on your feet, soldier. General Gorgidas rises to his feet confused. He grabs your forearm for a Cimarron handshake and a show of gratitude. Well met, Godspawn. I was not expecting mercy today or any day since the coward Romulus disappeared with his dark mentor from elsewhere. If I am not to be executed today, then what purpose do I serve for my life debt? You glanced indirect at the Shadow Shard. Tell me about these crystals and the Dark Master, mentor. The Dark Ones are not unified, Runeveil. I do not feign understanding, for it is dark magic and beyond my mortal comprehension. The ones who came under the banner of the Dark Mentor, they are not from this time. They are from elsewhen, silver-tongued tricksters with promises of power and conquest. They lured Romulus, that young fool, into joining them, and when they were routed, the Dark Mentor that you call Requiem, he became mad with rage. He slipped into a state of inky nothingness and was gone for weeks. So Requiem, so we're talking about the fifth column that time travel back into the past. If you've done Imperious Task Force, you've seen them. In his absence, Dorjan revisited us. I had seen Dorjan many a time in my youth, staunch of heart and tempered of soul, but it had been many seasons since I last saw him. When Romulus was but a whelp, he appeared suddenly, as if no time had passed, but was utterly corrupted by the forces of the Dark Ones. It broke my heart, O Mighty One, to see someone who so revered to become such a pale imitation of one's self and virtue. Dorjan was... Gorgidas looks at you with the realization that you are truly an outlander. Dorjan, he could have been emperor. Never had I ever known a man more spirited, fair, just, and strong than he, and somehow he was corrupted so utterly that the person before me was but a demon wearing his flesh. So twisted was Dorjan that my stomach nearly turned. Dorjan must have known that his faith in Romulus was misplaced, and sought to rectify that state of affairs left in his absence. He rushed to us like a hero with glorious purpose, speaking quickly and convincingly that the Dark Ones were not here to bring about twilight of humanity, but to usher in a new dawn. I was skeptical, but my wounds from the intolerant Valeria convinced me to try the prettier of the two evils. I followed the man I once loved and respected back into the foothills, where I was greeted by a camp of comrades 1,000 strong but changed. They burned with a fire in their soul that many of them had never had before. They could wield magic. I wanted to flee, but valor prevented me from expressing such cowardice. Deeper into their camp I went and settled in. Weeks passed before I saw something that changed me forever. What was that? General Gorgigas puts his hands up quickly. I am modestly educated Nan Runeveil, but I cannot begin to try and describe the nature of what I saw. It was once fire and ice and stone and pure dark magic. When Dorjan approached it, he could draw more dark ones from it. It seemed to be endless how he could find dark ones and gift them to the troops for empowerment. When the time came for me, I drew my sword and refused. I wanted nothing more than to prove my worth without assistance of these vile clouds. Gorgidas looks down to the ground. It was then that moment I felt truly powerless. I was slashed at the air and howled in rage impotently. The Dark Ones rushed at me like I was not even there, and then it was gone. I felt it creep upon my soul and steeled my nerves for a battle I had never fought before. As I collapsed in a fevered dream, the Dark One that called itself Logic Knot attempted to overcome me. I fought it for what was like months in that quiet solitude. What are you telling me this? When victory is all but assured, you are permitted to monologue, or are you not? I've told you as many truths as I have lies, and I get to know my prey. You've been enormously entertaining to watch and analyze. It doesn't matter how much you know, and if you live to tell the tale. The research I complete and the loop is closed. All you can do now is struggle against inevitability. Ah, he's been possessed by Logic Knot. Gorgidas was an interesting host. I understand why these animals are so revered amongst their kin. They are honed, relentless warriors, with hearts of gold and brains of steel, a perfect combination to corrupt. It's a shame you had to keep on living, not knowing the gift I could have been. But in the end, it brought you to me, and now I can have the host I've been looking for. Logic Knot, I presume? It is time. Oh, we gotta fight. Oh, Yeah, another surprise elite boss. Oh my gosh. I am definitely running this again with friends because this is enjoyable. I was not at all expecting that. But this time I was a little less caught off guard than I was last time when I was suddenly attacked. As you can see though, she's got enough DPS and stuff going on that she can more than handle herself with an elite boss. Now you got your Shattered Crystal. That I was not expecting. Running out of energy here, so that there. I bet this is rather lucrative XP wise too. Oh, it looks like we've got some incoming. Now we're just gonna get out of here. Oh, all right. That was interesting. I was not. That was actually surprising. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. That took me off guard. This is a rather fun arc. I mean, there's so much going on in the game, and people are just hanging out in Paragon Island, running boring old radio missions over and over again. It's like, guys, there's so much to do. There's so much exciting content, so much fun stuff. Anyway, what's Sister Valeria got to tell us? Sister Valeria listens to you with great focus and intent. So Gorgidas was consumed by a dark one, and you slew the beast within him. This was vexing news that leaves me unfulfilled. On one side of the argument, you've slain a dark one, and nobody could be happier about that. But on the other side, Gorgidas sounded like he could have been the key to finding Dorhan at the center of this net. We need a new plan of attack. I said I would not rest until I knew the name of our threat. I whisper it to you now, in confidence it would not leave your lips. The enemies call themselves the Path of the Dark, and they hail from Ravenna. They are not to be underestimated. Their leader, Livia, is a social and political force. We must foil the plot without destabilizing the entirety of the Empire in the process. We have no time to waste, Runeveil. If there's information to be learned from the Vow Rock, then the mystics of Midnight would know how to get it. If there's a greater threat, we need to know now, or all could be lost. Go now. I'll bring the crystal to them. All right. So I'm going to bring the shard to the Midnighters. Oh, that was really exciting. Sometimes there's something to be said for slowing your roll and just playing the game. There really is. There's a lot of fun, exciting stories in this game. A lot of neat little surprises, a lot of little Easter eggs. And, it's fun. Oh, I don't recall this Midnighter being here before, but let's do this. Midnighter Ritualist. The Midnight Squad mage looks at the crystal and breathes deeply of its essence. It is always interesting to meet a being that is so engrossed in its own philosophy that it cannot see past its own faults. Not unlike the Ricti, this being is devoted to the world of science, leaving no discussion available to the alternatives. This leaves them deadly vulnerable to the potency of magic, which they can no longer comprehend. Power through faith. You'd be wise to remember this lesson, Runeveil. Nobody is perfect, and the best of us do not dismiss a dissenting opinion with derision. To succeed in all things is to be able to see and understand all sides of the issue. Hopefully there's a spell to disrupt this network. You tap your foot anxiously, hoping the Midnighter can work some hefty magic through the crystal shard. After a minute, he looks up at you with a cheerful smile, though you can tell he's going to be giving you the news you don't want to hear. Alas, friend, I cannot disrupt the crystal's network, for it's too vast and complex for the time we have, or the means at our disposal. I can, however, offer you an alternative. Through the fabric of this being's power, I have traced where a single shadow cyst exists. The ritualist pauses for a moment. I've spoken too soon. I recall a movie that was based on the Richte War. An enterprising scientist uses the Richte's own programming language against the mothership to disable the shields long enough for statesmen to take it down. That's totally the plot of Independence Day. We're gonna let that roll. The ritualist floats the crystal in front of him, and flecks of blue and purple energy swirl into it from the edges of your peripheral vision. This should work. I have I have harnessed enough ambient Nictus energy from these lands to corrupt the crystal with a hexagonal lattice of energy compressed within. When it makes contact with another crystal, it should exponentially inflate and decompress. Being this close enough to the cyst, and it should merge, inflate, Bring this close enough to the cyst, and it should merge, inflate, and collapse the cyst. The last bit relies on hope. However, every crystal connected to the cyst would also be destroyed in the process. Lastly, Dorjan will most likely be guarding the cave himself. If you don't know about Dorjan, I can offer you a replica of his Midnighter dossier. He's been a subject of interest since we first arrived here, but he's a ghost in the sands of time. Thank you. All right. Sister Valeria listens to the recounting of your story. Intriguing. So the mystics of midnight are relying on war tactics from a battle yet to come, or aggrandized in this realm of theater. You forgive me if I am skeptical. At least they were able to divine where the central crystal assist is located. Let me check this information against the map. Valeria unfurls the map and begins to triangulate with her compass. After a few minutes, she breathes a sigh of relief. Yes, the fates smile upon us all today. The location is true. The cyst is likely accessible from a place just east of the Castellum Quarter. If this plan from the mystics bears fruit, we are going to live on. We are going to survive this war. Today we will celebrate our freedom against darkness. Dorjan and the Outlanders are pox on the very soul of Samurua. I will not abide or endure the treachery of subterfuge any longer. Go, Runeveil, with the blessing of Bellona upon you, and the wisdom of Phoebus guarding your path. The gods smile upon you today, and you will be bestowed with glory and fortune for your ordeals. I will join you on this task. I cannot stand aside and let you ride this alone. May the minstrel sing this day for eternity. Come now, friend, we ride to hell and beyond if need be. Sister Valeria is selling her affairs before meeting you at Dorjan's cavern. This is probably the last mission. Destroy the Shadow Cyst. I really hope there's no AV because I don't have. I mean, I might actually have. No, I don't. I was looking to see if I had. If you're ever soloing and you encounter an archvillain, one of the things you can do is get envenom daggers from one of the start vendors. And envenom daggers will affect an AV's regen enough that you got a chance at beating him. It's not a guarantee that you'll beat the AV, because the AV was being archvillain can still trounce you pretty badly as a solo character, unless you're really, really heavily built to solo AVs. But that Venom Dagger can do wonders in evening the odds. In we go. Chat's still empty, but I'm not surprised. Alrighty. There's Valeria. And I'm going to drop flight here. Alright. Let's go, Valeria. Let's go, not Wonder Woman. Not an Amazon. She's rather tall. Since I've got pets, I should have summoned those pets before. Nice thing that the pets are doing is they're keeping the ADDs busy. This is total chaos. I am not approaching this with any kind of organization. I'm just trying to get that Shadow Sis crystal destroyed. Help Valeria out a little bit. Well, she's doing quite well. I didn't know she could res herself. Like she died and rest herself? Or I'm wondering if my that's interesting. I don't think my pet rested her. My pet's doing an awfully good job of keeping her alive. Except she is rather foolishly running into shit, which they have a tendency to do. I'm going to throw a barrier up. So hopefully barrier will get her. So part of this is a really sloppy battle. That's why I like to keep things clumped together so the AoEs and stuff can finish them off. But this is a rather sloppy fight. I'm going to help her with this guy. And I am really proud of my little healer bot there. She is doing her best, keeping Valeria alive. I really haven't been paying attention to my own health either. She doesn't really seem... She must have a ton of hit points. Because the pet's heals don't seem to be replenishing her as much as they should. Ooh, what's that? Oh, Essence Imbuement. Oh, that looks like something I've gotten. Huh. I have no idea what that is. Okay. Yeah, my pet's definitely trying to heal her, but I don't know if she's actually able to be healed. Oh, that's really weird. The pet's kind of getting annoyed. I can tell the pet's like spam healing her, wondering what's going on. This is one of those instances where I wish I had full space. I may revamp this character and get full space on her. I just don't know what I want to give up in order to do that. Oh, there's more crystals on the side there. And she died, didn't he? Too bad. I don't know if she's going to res herself again or not. She resed herself once already. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's going to happen again. Looks like she had one res in her and that was it. That's the one thing about pets that accompany you that you pick up in the game, like assistants, is that they have a tendency to be rather suicidal. Like they don't run when they're low health. They just charge right on into the fray until they die. I'm getting bored of this already. I think I kind of just want to bop through and find out the objectives. Which is the fortunate thing about the pet kind of biting it, is I really don't have to do all this. And I'm sturdy enough that I dodge past and just look for the crystals. Hmm. Oh, not yet. So I must have to do something here first. Yep. This is sorry. I didn't mean to not to talk, but I was just kind of like, oh, what's going on here now? Trying to figure out what my plans were. I think I'm just gonna try to off these guys. One of these guys is probably the key holder there. Maybe, hopefully, it might be this priestess. Alright here. Let's see. Might be her too. She's named. Usually named is a character being named is important. Oh. I missed a crystal. In my insane bopping through the map. Which may or may not have been the best plan. But we're gonna make ourselves some more enrages here. I felt really bad about losing Valeria back there, but it'll be interesting to see what the context says at the end since she's dead. Alright. Shatter the last crystal. Let's see if the last crystal's in here. Nope, last crystal is on the map somewhere. It's not showing me where. But we'll find it. It's probably back here somewhere. I probably bit past it. Ugh, I don't want to fight all these people. I'm gonna pop a luck and just hop around here and see if I can find the crystal without having to battle a whole bunch of people. There it is. You're just gonna just take this crystal out here. I want to run out of energy yet, so I'm gonna pop another blue there. I can all but ignore this, guys. My defenses are high enough, the luck I pop, that it'll give me a little bit of reprieve. I could stay and fight him, but I really just want to move on. So we're gonna bippity bop our way down here. And into the next part of the mission. Alright. Eliminate the hot spring Nictus Overseer. Interesting. I'm going to turn off the fear so I don't accidentally end the stun. Because I think I want to try to stealth through as much as I can. I am pretty stealthy. This is a beautiful map though. Now we're looking for the hot spring Nictus Overseer. What's happening? What's hitting me? Lesser Unbound Nictus, Emergent Shadow. Oh wait, I see something interesting over here. Overseeing Whisper of Silence. Ah, there it is. Oh. Oh, geesh. 2 elite bosses down there. I'd rather fight them one at a time. I'm gonna see if I can pull this one to me. Come on, come up here. Come say hello. Come a little further. Come up here. Behind this crystal. Talk to me. There you go. There you go. Oops. I don't want to fall down into a whole bunch of critters either. Let me fly. A little bit better. A little awkward, but we got him. Yeah, so just got enough DPS to take him out without, a lot of debuffs. We're gonna apply our opportunity. So pulling him worked really well, and I'm glad, because I don't want to make the mistake I made earlier in this mission chain where I ran in to all those bosses and just got shredded. Because I think there's some defense debuffs too that they throw out, and some resistance debuffs. Okay, and then we're gonna pull this guy away from his compadres as well. So pulling, cannot emphasize how in this game learning to pull effectively is good. Except I have angered the gods. call a little help in and toggle on my I really, for some reason, I hate it when I'm trying to. When I'm attempting to click a Healy, and the Healy don't want to clicky. It's a bunch of bosses, so not elite bosses, so I might be alright. Luckily my pets are helpful here. There we go. A little silent here because I'm really concentrating on not dying. Oh crap, that was a wasted AoE. There we go. This is going to be a bit of a challenge, but there we go. Okay. So there wasn't not a strategy here other than I'm trying to thin the herd a little bit. And I'm hoping that the AoEs will do their job against the bosses. And I'm just trying to keep my eye also on my own health bar, which is sometimes easy not to be paying attention and watching it, seeing your health go down quickly. Sometimes knowing when to pop one of those green Skittles is good. Alright. Where's the elite boss that was beating our butt? Where'd she go? I feel like my pets have been... Destroy the Shadow Cyst. Huh, we took that elite boss out too. I didn't realize it. Where's the Shadow Cyst? Oh, we've got incoming. Oh. Hold on. I'm trying to get into this cave here. Ugh, that was scary. My pets will follow me in. I'm going to let Lady Pet heal the other pet. Okay. Whoa. Astral Phantom really took a lot of damage. Oh, he died. He looks like he didn't zone in with us. Defeat Georgian, Livia, and the first cyst. Okay. She can't really be hurt. But I'm going to dismiss her. She's going to just burn her own anyway soon. And we're going to, let's see, our Invis tacked on here. So we're just going to stealth our way past these couple of things here. So we're looking for Dorjan, Livia, and the first cyst. Leave me alone there. Time dilate Nictus. I'm trying to figure out what's going on down here. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna, for some reason I feel like I should just take these guys out up here. Just as I feel like they're all gonna be raining down damage on me. So I'm gonna take that strategy approach for now. Let's just get rid of these guys. Since they seem to be like they would rain down death from above upon me while I'm trying to figure out what's going on below. So let's clear them out. This is obviously the last mission. This is definitely meant as a team challenge. I'm just going to clear all these guys out of the way. Might as well. Yeah, just make him go away. I don't know what this thing is, but it's getting on my nerves. I'm gonna let's just get rid of him because he's. Well, now he runs after being a pain in the ass the whole time. Alright. Looks like there's some more of these little guys down here. I'm going to get rid of all these little guys around here. I'm going to just take this as a strategy. I don't know if it is the strategy for this, but we're going to just get rid of them. Because this is one of those things where they're not incredibly powerful enemies, but... Oh, yeah. Toggle on my knockback protection stuff again. They're not incredibly powerful enemies, but I could see if the big boss comes out, the added DPS they'd be throwing at you is enough of an annoyance to be dangerous and deadly. So we're just gonna get rid of this here. This little guy right here, I'll just take him out. Alright. So, I don't know. This might be the way to do this. I'm just wondering now that I've done it. So I've taken out all the little guys from above, around, so we're going to have some trouble from them. Okay. So this is Dorjon. That's Livia. I don't... Oh, and that's the first cyst. All this looks horrible. Let's pull. I'm going to gulp a luck. I probably could use my barrier too, but I'm going to wait to use the barrier. For some reason I feel like I'm going to wait. A luck should protect me just as good as that barrier would. And we are going to snipe. So the thing is that blasters get a true snipe, which is actually pretty cool. The VS coming as well. I don't know if I want to tackle them both at once. Well, it looks like that's what we're doing. Oh, looks like we're doing this. Looks like we're getting them both at once. Looks like we are doing a battle royale with everybody. Toggle off that sprint to conserve some energy. Get myself a little extra damage resistance because he is occasionally hitting me, and every hit from him is probably giving me a defense debuff. Alright, he's down. I have a feeling that she's nasty to deal with, but for some reason, we are doing alright. Alright, I'm going to back away a little bit because I am losing, I'm low on energy. I've got some unbound Nictus that want to try to get me. Let's get rid of them. And get rid of as many of the ADDs as we can. I don't know how hard that big bad floating thing up there is going to be to fight, but we're about to find out. Get rid of this little guy here. Heart of Darkness. Huh. Oh, defeat Dorjan. I thought I just beat Dorjan. I thought we just slayed Dorjan. Okay. Well, some new mobs just appeared over there to the left. So I'm going to see what's going on over here. I wonder if they're tied to Dorjan. Well, we're about to find out. Huh. Some of the mobs must be tied to Dorjan. I'm assuming... Oh, there it is. That flying Nictus up there. Oh, it flew away. Okay, good. Ain't nobody got time for that. We're going to fly up here and get him. Alrighty. Oh, I get it. Defeat Dorjan, Livia, and the first sis. So probably till the first sis goes down. Well, here we go. I don't know what's going to happen with the first sis. I'm going to fly to get to him. I wish I had my pets. I seem to be having some kind of effect on it. I'm going to make myself an enrage. Give myself a little bit of energy back. I think we're winning. He's definitely doing enough DPS. I'm still impressed with the amount of DPS that she does. She does eat through elite bosses. Alright. We did it. Incarnate components. I'll take the merits. Let's see. Well, yeah. Yeah, I'll take the merits. Let's exit. Contact Sister Valeria. I guess Sister Valeria was only wounded. This is a glorious day for you, for you, Simbaroa, and the entire world, Runeveil. Dorjan has been rousted, and the path of dark has been exposed in Ravenna. And the Sis has been destroyed, along with the entire network connected to it. No sage, soothsayer, or prophet could have predicted today's events. This will be remembered for all of time as the most significant time of the light prevailed over darkness. I cannot bring myself to find the words to express my gratitude, as I was not born a poet, but I know that my soul sings your praises for eternity, though I cannot. All right. And that looks like that concluded us. Yep, it did. Well, there we were. Sister Valeria Arc, a very interesting arc. I could see a full team on full settings. This not only being a lot of fun, but being incredibly lucrative. And I might try to talk some of my buddies into doing this with so we can get 4 or 5 of us to run this at +8 and just see how lucrative it is to run. It was very enjoyable. Well, Runeveil did well. She soloed an arc that I think was full of elite bosses. I was not planning that to be what she did, but she did. And it was a lot of fun. Once again, thank you for watching one of my live streams, even if you're watching it as a recording, and I'll see you around. Happy villaining and happy heroing out there.